Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. Today is day 10 of Vlogmas. Now before I get started, I will tell you a little bit about the little video you will see after I open stuff. Up in the Gettysburg area, there used to be a huge teddy bear place called Boyd's Bears. It was down off of Business Route 15, and you're going to see some footage of that. The building's been abandoned for quite a few years now. They closed maybe 12 years ago, something like that. But Boyd's Bears was started down in Boyd, Maryland. I live in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, but it was started in Boyd, Maryland, and it was started by a couple who started making little resin, like sculptures and things, and it over time blossomed into making little resin bears, and then eventually they started making little teddy bears, and their teddy bears were all jointed. And they eventually opened up a huge store in Pigeon Forge, and they also opened one in Gettysburg. And you will see in the picture, it looks like a barn, but it's actually 5 stories tall. I forget the square footage. It's something like 160-some thousand square feet. I forget what it is. I'll put it down here, but it is huge. It had a restaurant on the bottom floor, and there was like 4 or 5 escalators to go all the way to the top. And they had bears, they had dogs, they had sheep, they had about any little animal you could imagine. They had them done in stuffed animals, and you could actually even build your own while you were there. So it was a lot of fun to go through, and I have 3 of the animals that were made there that I'm going to show you in the video as well. But it has currently, the latest news is it's been bought by a local buffet restaurant that's going to turn it into some kind of a venue. So we'll see. I don't know. It's been bought and sold a couple times over the years, and nothing's really ever developed out of it. So we'll see. I could not drive onto the property because it's all gated off at this point, but I was able to get some shots of it. So you will see a little bit more about it. But they closed, like I said, somewhere around 2011, I think the one up here closed. And the name Boyd's Bears actually came from the location, not from the family that was making them. So anyway, it was a very fun place to go and enjoyable. So anyway, I'm going to stick some footage in so you can see what it looked like, as well as the bears and things that I have that are Boyd's Bears. And then we'll come back and we'll open the yarn up and fiber for today. So these are my Boyd's Bears. I have one. They're all jointed, even though this is little, it is jointed. Whoops. And here is what the label looked like. That's just the washing instructions. And each one had like a little story and a name. This was Wixie Lee Hackett. And she's got this cute little hat on. There's her little other labels. Yeah, so that's Wixie Lee. And then this is a sheep that they have, or had. I don't have the original labels on it other than the care instructions, but it even has a little tail, which is really cute. And it also is jointed, and he is especially soft. So there's beans inside his body. But yeah, so that's my sheep. And then I also have a little dog too, so I'll take you down and show you the dog. Here is the little dog. Now it is not jointed, and I bought this like right before it closed, and it was actually made by a company called Yomiko Classics, but it was bought at Boyd's Bears. You can see it even has little toenails. It's funny, I got this back when we had Cricket, before she passed away. I bought this dog first. Dave jokingly said I could have as many of these as I wanted, and when we first got Cricket, which was she was a Chihuahua and Terrier, some kind of mix. We got her from the doggy pound. Yeah, but when we first brought Cricket home from the pound, or the animal shelter, she was about the same size as this, because she was only like about 6 or 7 weeks old when we brought her home. And yeah, so this dog was actually the same size as she was when we first got her. And she passed away at 12 years old, and we had, I think I had this for a year. Well, she's been gone 2 years, so this is at least 14 years old. But that's the little dog. So today is day 10. There's our number 10. And here is our lighthouse. It's red. It reminds me of, there's a lighthouse in, I think it's New Jersey, called Barney. It's Barnegat Lighthouse. It looks very similar to that. So the color for today is kind of a muted sherbet. You can see it here. It kind of reminds me of ice cream sherbet. So we have that. So that is our fiber. Now let's pick our yarn for the day. Here we go. Oh, that's pretty. It's all different kind of a pinkish rose color. So there you can see that. Very pretty. So that is our color of the day. So make sure you come back again tomorrow. And thank you all for watching. Bye, everybody.